Hello Muslim friends of the world. Maldives, known as the Maldives Islands, is an independent island country in the north-central Indian Ocean. The Maldives Islands are a series of coral atolls built from the submerged crowns of ancient volcanic mountains. The area consists of around 1,200 small coral islands and sandbars, 200 of which are inhabited, grouped into atolls. This archipelago stretches and borders India in the south-southwest and central region, including its capital city of Maldives Island, which is about 645 kilometers southwest of Sri Lanka. All the islands are low-lying, none rising more than 6 feet, 1.8 meters, above sea level. Barrier reefs protect the islands from the destructive effects of the rainy season. Maldives is a small country in the South Asia region. This country is known for its excellent tourism potential. Not infrequently, the Maldives becomes a tourist destination for tourists all over the world. Quoting an article entitled "Profile of the Maldives and Dynamics of Maldives Tourism," tourism in the Maldives can make a positive contribution to funding development. However, the country is actually less well known in political relations with the outside world. Maldives is known as a country that has many ethnicities. Most of the residents are of Dive-Hai ethnicity. Apart from that, there are several other ethnicities such as Dravidian, Sinhale, and Aran. A small portion of Maldivians are African. The entire population of Maldives embraces Islam. The existence of Islam in the Maldives began around 800 years ago, to be precise in 1150. Various experts say that Islam was first brought to the Maldives by traders from Gujarat and Persia. These traders were indeed Muslims. Approximately 30 years later, Islam was also brought by religious figures. So, it spread massively. Muslim figures spread Islamic teachings through peaceful teachings and acculturation with other cultures at that time. Until now, Islam is still a belief for all Maldivian people. There are still many things about the Maldives. Here are 6 interesting facts about the Maldives. 100% of the population is Muslim. The Maldives is the only country in the world that declares its population to be 100% Muslim. This is not even done by countries in the Middle East which are also Islamic countries. Therefore, the Maldives applies Islamic law, and there are several rules that are unusual in the Maldives. Usually in tourist destination countries, the rules are usually quite loose, but not in the Maldives. The Maldives population is 100% Muslim. Because of this, they highly uphold Islamic values. Because of this, the Maldives strictly prohibits the distribution of alcohol. Alcoholic drinks can only be found in certain hotels, restaurants, and bars. Apart from that, there is also a ban on wearing bikinis in public places for local residents, as well as for female foreign tourists. Swimming costumes are shorts and t-shirts. Bikinis are only allowed in privately owned places, such as designated beaches or in hotels. Maldivian ethnicity. The population of the Maldives almost entirely belongs to the Maldivian ethnic group, which is the result of various peoples settling on the islands successively throughout the country's history. The first settlers, it is generally believed, were Tamils and Sinhalese from southern India and Sri Lanka. Traders from Arab countries, Malaya, Madagascar, Indonesia, and China visited the islands over the centuries. The official language of the Maldives, namely the Indo-European language called Divahai or Maldivian in Arabic, Hindi and English, is also used. Filafushi Reclamation Island in the Maldives. It is known that with almost 99% of its water area, there is very little land in the Maldives. Apart from that, the Maldives is the lowest and flattest country in the world, so it is feared that it will sink due to the influence of climate change. The Maldives government has also made Filafushi an artificial island resulting from reclamation, which is used as a waste disposal center. Apart from that, the Maldives plans to also build an island area that is resistant to abrasion. Friday prayers stop activities. Quoting from the Islamic channel Liputan6.com, when it was time for Friday prayers, almost all activities stopped because the entire population was Muslim. Not a single public facility is open in the Maldives. In fact, the airport was also temporarily closed for Friday prayers. In almost every corner of the city you can find a mosque, so for followers of Islam the Maldives is certainly very Muslim-friendly. Maldives tourism. Maldives is not only the smallest country in Asia, but also the smallest Muslim country in the world. Of course this is interesting, and for Indonesians, the Maldives provides a free 30-day tourist arrival visa. That way, Indonesian tourists don't have to bother processing visas and can more easily arrange visiting times. With just a passport, you can travel to the Maldives to enjoy the beauty of the beaches and other tourist locations for a whole month. Several travel sources recommend that the best time to visit the island nation is in the summer, namely between November and April, or it is also recommended that September, before the high tourist season enters. At these times, apart from being shown by the sun, the wind that blows is also said to make you feel at home. However, it should be noted that of the approximately 1,190 islands in the Maldives, only 200 are inhabited and 80 of the inhabited islands are resorts for tourists. Every year there are always new resorts opening in the Maldives due to the country's increasing popularity as a tourist destination. Maldivian culinary. Quoting from Taste Atlas, the Maldives' famous culinary delight is kukulku riha, namely traditional curry. Usually this food is made with a combination of chicken, shallots, garlic, ginger, curry leaves, pandan leaves, chilies, cumin, coriander, pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, turmeric, ghee and lime juice. The spices are dry roasted and ground into powder, while the chicken is marinated in a mixture of lime juice, garlic, ginger, salt and a mixture of ground spices. After soaking, boil it in a pan with sautéed onions, curry leaves and pandan leaves in coconut milk or water. Apart from that, there is huni rashi, which is a traditional flatbread originating from the Maldives. Flatbread is usually made with a mixture of wheat flour, grated coconut, warm water, oil and salt. Once a soft but not too sticky dough is formed, it is formed into balls, rolled into circular shapes, and cooked in a skillet over medium heat on both sides. The resulting huni rashi should be slightly thicker and crispier than rashi, the typical Maldivian flatbread. Huni rashi is served with sweet or savory dishes, and is also used as a wrap with any filling.